Swimming can come down to 1/100th of a second, so swimmers must do everything right in their power in order to succeed. And a huge component of a swimmer's success comes from getting a full night's sleep.
What time is it? Oh man, it's time to go to bed. Gotta get a good night's rest.
This video will show a study done at the Stanford Sleep Clinic that observed how sleep debt affects swimmers. Here we have Jack going to bed at 9:30 to make sure he gets a full 8 hours of sleep before a 6 a.m. morning practice, in order to perform his best every day. The next morning, Jack is well rested and is ready to have a good morning practice. Over the weekend, Alex prioritized hanging out with his friends and having fun, neglecting his work till Sunday night. Because of this, Alex now has to stay up late in order to finish his homework. Alex also likes to play video games before he sleeps, causing him to go to bed at around 1:30, giving him an average of 4 hours of sleep. Alex is feeling groggy and is having a hard time walking straight due to his bad night of sleep. While Alex might not see the effects of one bad night of sleep in the pool, if he continues his bad sleeping pattern, the negative effects will start to show in his performance. Alex has continued an average of 4 to 5 hours of sleep a night, building up a huge sleep debt, and is now starting to see the negative effects in the pool. It has been found when swimmers get less than 8 hours of sleep over a week or more, they are bound to be over a half a second slower in a 15-meter sprint. It has also been found that the turn speed can be up to a couple tenths slower.
Swimmers, take mark.
And their starts can be up to half a second slower. Because of Alex's lack of sleep, he's been caught falling asleep, doing the most basic activities throughout the day. While most of it can be harmless, there are times where drowsiness can be fatal.
Drowsiness is red alert.
In order to better compare the quality of Jack and Alex's sleep, we put both of them on an EEG to monitor their brain activity while they sleep. Looking at Jack's brainwaves, we can now see that he has entered stage 1 of non-REM sleep by showing beta waves. As the night goes on, we can see that he's entered stage 2 by showing sleep spindles and K complexes. Now he shows delta waves, indicating that he's in stage 3 and getting a good night of sleep. Now we can tell he is in deep sleep by the sawtooth waves. This part of the sleep cycle is known as REM, short for rapid eye movement. Now that Jack has entered REM sleep, we know that he is dreaming about racing fast in the pool. Now looking at Alex's brainwaves with the EEG, we can see that he did not get a good night's sleep last night, only showing theta waves. After seeing the negative results of sleep debt, Alex was put on a strict 8-hour minimum of sleep per night. The results are staggering. After a week on this program, Alex has shown great improvement and is back to his prime in the pool. Here we can see his reaction time is back to normal. And he's back to full speed in his 15-meter sprint. And finally we can see that his turn speed is back to racing form. In a recent interview, Michael Phelps explained the importance of sleep.
Great white shark. So how important is sleep to you and those 5 Olympics and 28 medals?
Going into my last Olympics, I knew how important sleep was and recovery was and rest was. I think that was just something that it was just something that was natural. And like we have all these like stats from years in the past of like my deep sleep and my REM sleep, and we kind of just use them to see how I am on any given day. And I think it's something that people overlook. I think sleep is really important. You want the best rest, you want the best recovery, so your mind works the right way, so your body works the right way. And I think that's just something that I learned so young. And I mean, like, I really can't say it enough. I don't think people really pay enough attention to how important sleep is. You know, of course, I mean, I was probably sleeping 8 hours a night plus taking a 2 to 3 hour nap in the afternoon. And that was daily. It was something I had to have, or I wasn't able to do what I really wanted to do. And
in a sport like swimming, where the margin of victory can come down to less than a second, athletes have to use everything to their advantage to best their fellow competitors. It has been proven that swimmers with sleep debt see negative effects in the pool. The most elite athletes are getting at least 9 hours of sleep per night to make sure they are ready to perform at their best. As a swimmer, you don't want to get to the big moment just to come up short and go home with a broken heart or a broken hand.